Welcome back to the Eclipse with Dark Squad Entertainment. We back with another episode of RHYMER'S Corner. If you have not seen the previous episode, the links are in the description. So today, we're going to be talking about story writing and how to write a story if you're writing rhymes.
All right, let's jump on in. So storytelling.
All right, so let's talk about storytelling. So a lot of people, you might ask, well, how do I tell a story when I'm writing a rhyme? It's simple. When you write your lines, talk about things that immediately create a picture that people can see. So it's like you create audio visuals. Say anything that when you hear it, you visualize it as you're listening to it. You can say something simple like, I was walking outside, bent down to tie up my shoe. Everything I just said, you can see it as I'm saying it.
Right.
As I sat down in the seat, realized I sat in some glue. You see that.
Yeah.
So any story that you're trying to tell, whether you're making up stories, a serious story, a funny story, whatever it is, if you're telling your life story, tell your real story with the real details, make it rhyme and piece it together. I wrote something silly for y'all today, just as an example. It took me like 2 minutes to write it, so don't everybody put your fire emojis in the comment section at once. But it's a challenge. Of course, you know I'm going to throw some words at y'all. I want to see what y'all come up with. But this is a story that I put together.
Okay. Now, I think you said some key things, though, and I'm going to let you jump in on this. I think that what I heard you say to just kind of give a brief synopsis is to make it real to your experience.
I mean, that's an option. Sometimes you might just...
It could be fictional.
Yeah, it can be fictional. Okay. This is fictional. I mean, I made this up in 2 minutes.
Okay.
Just for the show.
But when you're trying to gather it to... So if I'm doing it, and what are some tips that I could use to make sure that it's able to be visualized once I say it to other people?
Well, first thing I think with music is you want it to be relatable.
Exactly. So
what is the story you're telling? Is it relatable not just to yourself, but to others? And then structure it around that. Okay.
Great point.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
So I'm going to let y'all know off the top, this story I made up is not relatable at all. This was just for pure comedy and silliness.
All right,
but again, it does tell a story. Everything that I say in the story, you can see it as I'm saying it. So let's go. Let's see what I came up with. I woke up in the middle of the night in the jungle, surrounded by elephants, a moose, a goat, and my uncle. By the tree selling bananas, he had them boxed up in bundles. All was cool until the giraffe and the beaver started to rumble. Everyone was crowding around just trying to see a good fight. The moose snuck the giraffe from behind, and they all told him good night. The beaver threw a few lefts and followed up with a right. Then out the blue, everybody was blinded by lights. Apes pulled up in the Jeep and ran over a squirrel. One was beefing because the goat was trying to holler at his girl. Me smugging as he hopped out with a pistol in hand. The goat saw it and said, oh no, and said, forget this, and ran. He started letting off rounds. Mammals were falling down, laying flat on the ground. He wasn't messing around. Shot a grizzly bear in the back and hit the goat to the head. It's pretty obvious in the end, the goat had ended up dead.
And that's called Jungle Book.
There it is.
I don't know if I'm disturbed or
I don't know about you. You said the goat died?
The goat died.
Oh yeah, I'm hungry. It's time to eat. It's time to eat. There you go. You know what I'm saying?
Man, tell me y'all did not see that whole story. I painted that picture.
Sounded like
you heard
a good one
it, you
to
saw
me.
it at the same time. Everything I said was visual, so just think about that. Tell your story, and I got some words I'm going to throw at y'all. Drop them in the comments, tell your stories. I love to hear what y'all come up with.
All right, so since we're here, why don't we try to do a, oh goodness, okay, so why don't we try to tell a story, I'm going to have maybe 3 or 4 sentences. Not
like a pass the mic type story?
Yeah, let's try to do one now. Okay, I'm trying to look around.
You going to start it or you want me to start it?
Real quick. No, I don't want you to start it, lyricist man. Okay, so.
I come up with anything quick.
So, yeah.
That was down dope.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely don't want you to start it.
My man snuck the goat.
Hey, you try to holler at this girl, he was disrespected. The 8 pulled out the car of the Jeep beefing.
And then the
He ran over the squirrel.
with the girlfriend, so he didn't get the date.
There's nobody showed any respect to the squirrel though. There was no RIP and nothing. Like he just got ignored when he got ran over.
Roadkill.
Roadkill. It was RIP to the squirrel. But hey, that's another story. We'll talk about the squirrel's death in the next one.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Part 2 coming soon.
Okay. So all right. So yeah, I'm gonna try to tell. It's a story though. Okay. All right.
Remember what I told you. Whatever you say. Make it visual. Make us see it as we're listening to it.
We'll see. Okay. All right.
You can come up with something right here that's going on in this room right now.
Let me try that part. Okay. So it's gonna be slow and methodical, but
Don't matter.
All right. So let's see here.
No judgment zone.
Okay. So we're sitting here cooling, joined by Aladdin the Prince. Mm-hmm. Now before. In the comments to subscribe, we had to convince. Mm-hmm. But now with the presence of this talented man, I bet more than one of y'all are going to become a fan. Mm-hmm. But we ain't hating because support is support. I'm about to end this because now I don't have any other snappy retorts.
Well, all right. Good bars. I like that.
Bars.
Bars.
So the nice SAT word.
Yes.
Damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She came up with them words. I like it.
All right.
Am I supposed to add on to that?
No, you can start your own.
Yeah, you can start your own. We just all having a little story cipher.
Let's see. Aladdin on the mic, sitting next to Dark Squad. I would have something to say, but I don't think it's going to go far. Because all I know is I'm sitting here with a mic in my hand, looking down, wishing that I could put my face in this pan and a sweet potato pie.
And there it is.
Brothers Pansy.
Brothers Pansy the pie. We keep eyeing that. Whoa, man. I love it.
I saw the face in the pie. That's the one.
Wow.
All right.
So I guess I got to close this out.
Okay.
I don't know. I think you had the best one. I think you already.
The one I wrote. All right.
But Mom, give us something
in the room.
Yeah, give us something. All right. That pie pan. That's the one.
This is Dark Squad Entertainment and Aladdin the Prince. Since that pie been put on the table, we've been eyeing it ever since.
Yes, sir.
We got ad-libs.
I'm just sitting here waiting for us to cut at least a slice. And looking at it looks pretty good, so I might be cutting it at least twice.
Hey, bars. Bam.
Dark Squad.
All right, that's what's up. This is okay. All right. I think that was good. I had a good time. Y'all's were good. Okay.
I enjoyed it. Everybody's. Hey.
Yes.
RHYMER'S Corner storytelling.
Okay, now for the viewers at home, because and again, everything that we do as far as the challenges that we throw out can be done at home. Yeah. I mean, sometimes I know in this they say post-pandemic, but I think this is a lifestyle change for us. But right now, sometimes families, when you're sitting around, you don't have any way to connect, or you want to know what's going on with your teenagers, and they so. This is kind of a cool way for anybody, at your parties, your cookouts, or just trying to sit around with the family to do something. And you'd be surprised at what comes out on people's minds when they're doing this. So, So please, for the people at home, it's an option. All right. So how do our subscribers get in on the challenge?
Oh, I'm gonna throw some random words. I'm gonna give you the words to make it easier for you. You just piece it together and find a way to tell the story with the
Okay.
words I give you.
So, all right. So, in the comments, they're going to drop a story, and the goal is for it to be visual, so
Make it
that
visual.
for people that read it, just like a movie, that they can
As they
follow
read
and see
it, they can see it. And if you spitting it live, make me see it when I'm hearing it. And then some of y'all got real bars, so you don't need my words. If you just want to tell a story on your own, use your own words. Whatever works for you. Let's see what we got.
Oh, all right, so you have starter words, okay?
I do,
and these
I
words
do.
will appear on the screen, and they'll also be pinned in the comment section.
All right, so we got shoe.
Shoe.
We got do.
Do.
We got through.
Through.
And new.
No.
Next set. We got chair.
Chair.
We got stare.
Stare.
Air.
Fly.
And care.
Oh, yeah.
Next set. We got punch.
Uh-oh.
Lunch. Bunch. And crunch.
Okay, yeah.
Last set. Flip. Slip. Sip. And equip. There's plenty of words for you to tell me a story. Use half of them, use all of them, use more than these. Can't wait to see what you got, though.
All right. So storytelling challenge. And again, if you layer on the components and the foundational components that you've been covering, then you'll see that these things are working themselves into I guess into educational components that will make us better at speaking, at orating, at writing, and just telling our story. Everybody needs to tell their story, even if it's just to yourself in a journal or in your phone. Everybody needs to tell their story in some way, shape, or form.
Absolutely. Yeah, I made up a silly story for y'all today just out of fun. But if you want to hear a real story of mine, definitely go listen to my album. I tell my life story in a song called Eyes of a Desperate Man. It's a 10-minute song. It's deep. You really feel the raft of everything that I've been through. And you'll understand me a lot better if you check out that song.
Absolutely. Okay, so in the comment section, please drop a like. Follow this talented man on all social platforms at Aladdin the Prince.
That's right.
And also, he'll be sneaking a peek in the comment section too to see what you came up with.
See what y'all got and see y'all bars.
Hear them bars. Let me see them. Let me read them and
as
see
long
them.
as it's a story, again, because his story absolutely was way out there. But as long as the story is visual,
making people comfortable, because people might let you know you come up with whatever you want. That's why I picked something like that, because some might tell a true story and some people might be intimidated, like, I can't tell that kind of story. Mm-hmm. Throw something silly and fun at people, then they might be more intrigued to be like, you know what, let me give it a try.
I'm looking forward to it. All right, silly, fun, real life, true to you. But again, it's your world, and remember, you already know how to write a hook. Mm-hmm. So, but this storytelling one doesn't have. It could have one where you repeat, the moose got who got the goat. It was the goat. Who caught it at the end? It was the goat.
The goat died, but there was a fight. The giraffe and the beaver got into it, and then the moose snuck the giraffe from behind. You gotta pay attention to the details. So if you had to do, there was a lot of beef going on.
If you had to do a quick hook for that, what would you say?
Jungle Wars. You never know who may die. Jungle Wars. Be looking out of your eye. Jungle Wars. Even the moose is gonna cry. Jungle Wars. Watch your back when you walk by. You know.
Boom, bars.
So you can combine some of the concepts that we've learned before, or again, just straight write the story. But this has been very enjoyable. Thank you, Aladdin the Prince, for joining us for this week's edition of RHYMER'S Corner. And we will see you guys again. Our podcast usually drops on Friday. So please make sure that you set your notification bell so that you can be right in there with us.
It is.
All right. So we're going to do the rounds. Okay. So you are
Aladdin the Prince.
I am Patrice.
And this is Eclipse.
And we are
Dark Squad Entertainment. We out.
Wanna ride, buckle up for a long drive on a dark road with no lights cause it's been deprived. Navigating through the dark trying to stay alive. To no avail, there's a storm when no one survives. Heavy rain and violent winds are destructive. Take the forecast as a warning that's instructive. Satan trying to lure me in with bait is so seductive. As long as I don't fall into the trap, I'm still productive. Give me strength cause I'm weakening. I rebuke the demons in the tongues that they speaking in. Steadily trying to tap into my soul while they peeking in. Struggling in the game, tug of war, it's you I'm seeking when I'm calling out your name, trying to utilize this power. I need help to fight them all every minute, every hour, like I'm being swallowed whole in the missions to devour. Those who love me while I'm here, take the time to give me flowers. Please don't wait until I'm gone to let me know how much I meant to you. Bringing up the things you never did but always meant to do. God, I hope you're listening cause I really need to vent to you. Pray for all my enemies one day to come repent to you. Done so many things that I wish I never did. I've been doing so much wrong since the days I was a kid. Revelation, the confessions, and I'm blowing off the lid. Wanna turn this all around, so I'm putting in my bed. Please reply to me. So many claiming that they love me, but they lie to me. That's why I fail to be the man that I try to be. They rather see me leave this earth and wave goodbye to me. If it wasn't for you, ain't no telling where the heck I would be. So many things going on in my head while I'm staring at a sign saying danger up ahead. See paralysis attacks while I'm laying in my bed. Paranoid and can't relax as the evil start to spread. Isis thinner starts to crack, demons plotting as I tread. Now it's got me thinking back, things I never should have said. Trying to cover all my tracks, calling something that I dread. I know one thing for a fact, I could already be dead, but I'm still here. I'm still alive to serve a purpose that is real clear. Satan's responsible for everything I feel here. My loyalty to God is far beyond my deal here. I bought a pistol cause I don't want to get killed here. It's a struggle but it's worth the fight. Battered and bruised, still standing by the end of the night. Power out is trapped in darkness, so I'm yearning for light. Beneath the surface lies the truth of what is wrong and what's right. Me and the reaper in the head, face to face, he's inviting